What's up, guys? So we got a new damage king in town in All-Star Tower Defense after all of the crazy buffs and a couple of updates. So let me show you guys the new best damage units as in DPS in All-Star Tower Defense. Let's get it popping. Here we go. All right, here we go, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at all the damage, and then I'll show you guys the buff damage as well. So let's get started with our boy Aaron 7-star at 15th place, guys. So number 15, Aaron, you may be like, whoa, I thought Aaron got nerfed. Well, guess what, guys? Aaron got buffed. Oh, yes. All right, and the nice thing about him as well is look at this, guys. He is full AoE and, of course, guys, 8 placement as well. And he also has an ability as well, which adds damage. However, we are not counting abilities for this damage list. All right? That is going to be for a separate video about probably nukes or whatever. So here we go, guys. Not bad at all stats. 8.98 for 6.4. Gets his DPS pretty dang high, I'm not going to lie. So that gets his DPS all the way up to 37.3 million after the buff. So not bad at all. And I guess I'll show you guys the effects real quick as well if you want to see them. And the other nice thing about him is he does have that full AoE. And look at those effects, man. Those are some dope effects. All right. So we'll leave him placed down, but in the back. There we go. Next up, we got Luffy. I don't think he's sellable, so I'll place him in the front. And he actually got a nice buff as well. Mainly for infinite mode. You're going to see his damage now as at 37.4 for 4 SPA. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, this man is absolutely busted. With max buff, he's doing 37.4 million DPS. I know, pretty easy to calculate, right? All right, and he does have some pretty cool effects as well. Let me go control him real quick. And I'll go show you those. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that, guys. That is freaking dope. All right, next up we have Yamamoto. All right, so Yamamoto also has some pretty good stats. He did get buffed as well. I think we recommend, I think it's North. Yeah, North is the best. He's burn. Only hits ground, though, which kind of sucks. But he has a really nice AoE and a really nice range, guys. Look at that range, man. 150 range. Yes, please. All right, looking very good. And with all of that combined, he has 39.8 million DPS. Not bad at all, single placement. All right, next up, guys, we have Guts, which is slightly better with 40 million DPS. All right. Oh, wait. And let me get this guy back down here so we can compare the damage at the end. Remember, this guy is also affected by the DOT nerf. All right, next up, guys, we got Guts. Yes, sir. There we go. We got Guts. Very good unit. Also got a buff as well. Now you're going to see his starting damage up to 42.1 million with no buff. That gets his DPS all the way up to 40 million max level DPS. Absolutely busted OP. Very, very, very good unit. They did actually raise his SPA, though, from 5 to 6.2. And we do have a different skin on him as well. So this is actually Guts, in case you guys didn't know. So not bad at all. There we go. Looking good. All right, next up, guys, we actually have Gohan. I know it's kind of random we got Gohan on this list. But Gohan is actually pretty good as well. He did get a buff. Now, unfortunately, this isn't his full max raging stats, since you can't test that out in training mode. But it's the best of what we got. All right, let's also get the buff as well while we're at it. So with the buffs, look at this, guys. 27.6 without rage. Crazy. 168 for 6.2. Crazy. We got... I have to recalculate his DPS. Oh, wait, no, it's because of Rupture. All right, 188 for 15. Good. 149 for 4. Dang. And 35.9 for 6. But, of course, guys, 8 placement. Very, very great units, guys. Very, very good. All right, let's go move on to the top 10. All right, guys. So at number 10, we have Baby Vegu. Now, unfortunately, I don't have his evolution. So let's just say it's his evolution. He's a 6-star with 2 evolutions, which is absolutely insane. But just remember, guys, at number 10, Baby Vegu's evolution at a 41 million DPS. But he has not that good of an AoE, so you might want to go with Guts instead. All right, next up, guys, we have Goku. All right, Goku has never gotten buffed, but look at that, guys. 85.5 for 7. That nets him a 42 million DPS. So absolutely, absolutely insane. And of course, guys, full AoE. And that doesn't even account his 2 abilities, which are very, very good and definitely would raise the DPS even higher. All right. So after that, we got Madara. Yes, guys, Madara is on this list at only number 8. I was actually surprised as well that Madara is this low. It's 128 for 9. All right. And the thing about him is he does have 2 abilities, which are very good. So, and remember, those abilities are not counted into this list. So, not bad stats at all. And of course, guys, I'll show you guys the buff stats in a second. All right. Oh no, got the blood moon. Look how cool that looks though. Dang. All right, here we go. Next up, we got Zoro. Yes, guys, Zoro got a massive honkin' buff. Look at those stats now, guys. Oh my gosh, 53.8 for 9. And bleed is absolutely wild. However, he is affected by the DOT nerf, meaning he actually has slightly more damage than moderate at 49.938 million. So basically within the margin of error on my list. But still very, very good. And he does have some cool effects as well. All right, look how dope that is. It looks like he's now purple too, so we got purple Zoro. All right, after that is actually Gilgamesh. Yes, guys, Gilgamesh is only number 6 on this list. I know, isn't that absolutely wild? So his stats are really good, 176 for 12, but he did actually get nerfed. So those are kind of like the comparison. And but he does hit like half the map, which is kind of nice. But doing the math, he's actually I would say he's a good bit better than Goku, but only like 20-ish% better than Goku. So and you're losing 20 for that 20%, you're losing that full AoE. But he does have a Numa reduction, which is very nice. As far as their buff stats, let me go show you those real quick as well. Here we go. Bang. So with the max buff, 342 for 7 versus 706 for 12. So basically double. All right, but you don't get the full AoE and you get less abilities. And then we have 513 for 9 and 215 for 9 but bleed. So those are the for numbers 10 through 6. Now let's go to the top 5 highest damage / DPS units in All-Star Tower Defense. Here we go. All right, next up, guys, we have one of the new units, guys, Benamaru. This guy actually is the new best burn unit in the freaking game. Look at that, guys. Woo-wee, man. That is some serious DPS. That actually puts him all the way up to, I got him at 51 million DPS. Very, very good. All right, next up, guys, we have Boros. This man got a nice juicy buff and is now a lot better. So there we go. Let's get him all the way up to max. Look at that, guys. 190 for 12. Not bad at all. And slightly better than Boros, we have Kirito. So he's at 52 million DPS. And then Kirito is at 54 million DPS, thanks to his crit mechanic, which isn't listed on the thing for some reason. 73 for 9, but with crits, makes him OP as frick. And then actually, guys, as the next up on this list, another unit I don't have yet, but I'm very close to, we have Unhuman Nullifier. All right, this guy is technically the second highest DPS in the game. However, that's only against elemental units. He's doing 63 million damage, which is absolutely insane. Plus, he has other cool abilities to even increase the damage even more. But without that, he's only doing like 32 million, and he kind of mid. All right. And then lastly, we actually have the new best unit, Patchface. Now, there's a couple other units I'll talk about in a second, but Patchface is the new best. Look at this DPS, guys. So first up, you need to use his ability, Instant Spirit buff. And then you're going to want to use the buff. And it's going to make his damage absolutely wild. 362 million for 7. That's some good stuff, guys. If we do the math right there, 362 over 7 is a 51 million. The wiki might be a little bit wrong. So I was basing this off the wiki stats. I think it's a little bit bugged with his thingy. So he actually might be a little bit lower on this list. But according to the wiki, he's the new damage king. But he might have been shadow nerfed or something. Because I'm going to be honest, I think the wiki stats are a little bit off. So we might have to adjust that. But yes. But also he does have a couple cool abilities as well, but we're not counting those. But there you go, guys. This guy is an absolute beast. And of course, he's also a low budget Aizen as well. So pretty nice. So there's a couple units I did not put on this list. That's because, again, like the wiki stats are a little bit inaccurate. I'll talk about them in a second. So we have, first up, we have Kefla. I kind of removed from this list because she actually takes, what the heck am I doing now? She actually takes 2 slots. So Kefla, depending on how you count it, is the highest. Super Siblings, very good unit, but that's depending on how you count it. So I didn't want to put her on this list. And then we also have another unit, Jiren. Jiren's stats on the wiki are a little bit bugged. They don't seem to be working quite correctly with the system, so I don't know where to put Jiren on the list because of his weird meditation ability. Like without the meditation, he's kind of mid, but with the meditation, he's good. So it's a little bit complicated. But there you go. Patchface, potentially the new best. And honestly, though, no matter what, he's still up there with like Gilgamesh and whatnot. So very, very great units. Oh, that's with the category. Yeah, that's even with the category buff. So You guys can let me know what you think about him being a little bit on the weird side. So he's either the best unit or like top 10, I want to say. But it's a little bit weird thanks to the wiki stats being a bit bugged. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.